What's up, you sexy sausages? Bacon Boy here, and in the FPL news today, they've brought out the Ass Man chip. Now, I love me some Gyat, but there's Gyat to go, because what the hell is this chip? So for the first time in a very long time, FPL have decided to bring in a brand new chip. They kept it a mystery and hyped it up for half a season. I wish it was still a mystery, because what is this? Now, the entire concept of the assistant manager chip, where, if you don't know, is essentially you use a chip called the assistant manager, the Ass Man. You get to pick a manager for 3 weeks, but then you can also transfer and change that manager for the 3 weeks. But you essentially have a chip active for 3 game weeks. That's 4. 3 game weeks. 3. You know what this means? 1, 2, 3. Respect. I ain't respecting this chip, lads. Like, because, no. So essentially what this chip does is you back a manager, even though you're not backing the manager, you're backing the team, and you're backing a team to win. If they score more goals, if they get clean sheets, they get you more points. And if you actually back a worse team down in the table and they beat the team up in the table, they get you more points for it as well. So essentially, instead of just backing players like FPL always has been, you're actually backing some teams to win, which as a concept is actually alright. I'm okay with that. But the fact that this is a 3 game week chip, which also means you can't activate any other chips, which also means if you want to transfer out these managers during the chip, it costs a transfer, and it also takes out of your budget. Now, I get if they wanted to do this with the chip, then they kind of have to put those things in place with the transfer, the budget, and all that. But I just think that just kind of goes against everything FPL is all about. Now, I've turned into a proper cheeky scrub casual FPL manager the last few years, really, because I'm just playing it for a bit of fun. So I'm kind of seeing this chip from a different perspective, you know. So I'm kind of thinking, right, if you split up this chip into 3 different perspectives of a brand new manager that's never played FPL seeing this, a casual manager that probably's lost interest and then seen this a chip, and then a absolute scrub playing the FPL, making content about it, playing it religiously, and we're going to think about it from those 3 perspectives, alright? So from a brand new player that's never played FPL, it's probably not terrible, right? Like, they kind of think, oh yeah, wouldn't it be good if we can back some teams as well as players? So yeah, that would be okay. But is it enough to make a brand new player go like, you know what, that sounds so fun, I want to use that right now? Probably not. And then if we think about a casual geezer that, you know, played FPL for a few weeks and then has only just come back or heard about this announcement, is that going to make them go, oh yeah, I haven't thought about FPL in weeks, let's come back so I can have slot in my team for 3 weeks, yay! That's it. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. And then if you think of the absolute scrub managers that play FPL constantly, the content creators, me, and everybody else, then it's okay. It works, you know, there's a way to get more points in a different way we haven't seen before, something a bit different, and, you know, I'm actually for change. I love the Fantasy FPL Challenge, so it's not like one of these things that I don't like it because of change, but I just kind of think it doesn't work as a chip. I think it's fine as what it is, for what it's trying to do, but not as a chip. If they were to actually put this as a thing you have the entire season, then I think that would make a lot more sense. But for it to use it for a 3 game week chip that you also announce halfway through the season, I think that's the more confusing part. Like, I guess they didn't announce this at the start of the season because people use their budget on it straight at the start and, you know, you want to do all that. But at the same time, a chip like this halfway through the season just really doesn't make sense. What's the point of it being a mystery chip if this was what it's going to be? Should have kept it a mystery, that's all I'm saying. Scooby-Doo wouldn't have found this one out because it's such a bad idea, nobody would have even thought it. But overall, I mean, obviously I'm still going to use it. Obviously, it probably could work out very well and you get some points. But I think worst case scenario, you're probably going to get like a 10-15 pointer, wherever the scoring metric is. And best case scenario, you're going to get like a 40-50 pointer in a double game week. So realistically, it's about the same as the other chips. But I'm also kind of feeling sorry for the people that are going to win FPL, you know, people that were like 3rd in the world at one point, like me, as you can see up there. Because imagine you're finally about to win FPL, you've been playing FPL for 10, 15 years, you're like, oh my god, this is actually the season I'm going to win it, I'd be doing so well. And then all of a sudden, you lose it because you pick Guardiola and he still goes and loses all the games, and some random geezer at the top of the leaderboard is bloody picks Steve Cooper even though he's been sacked, and then he's going to win it instead. Unlucky! But yeah, I guess the overall feeling for the Assman chip is it's fine as a concept. I don't like it as a chip, not just for me playing. I mean, it's actually better for content creators because it gives you more content to talk about. People are like, confusion, my brain cells don't know what's going on. I must search videos for it. So, you know, it works for content creators, but I'm in the boat that, you know, I would rather just a better FPL game and don't care about content and views and all that. So, as a chip, I'm not so sure. As an actual concept to have of FPL throughout the entire season, then I actually don't mind it. What I don't mind is actually how well I've been doing in FPL recently. Maybe I should turn into a casual, because a few weeks ago, okay, yeah, shut up. That was when I last made a video. Captain Palmer, lovely stuff. I didn't Captain Palmer the week before and Captain Salah, but, oh no, other way around. But it should Captain Salah. But it was still a pretty damn decent week because I got in William Saliba. Willie Saliba made me a bloody Willie Saliba. 15-pointer, love that. And we also, you know, kept Haaland and he scored, or assisted there. And then last week he scored. I actually captained him. Maybe should have captained Palmer, but at least I had him. I had Bowen. I had Saliba who went and scored the points again. And Chrissy Boy Wood. I mean, what can go wrong when you have a big Wood there? When you have big Wood, that's all you need in life, you know. But my team for this week is now currently looking like this. So I have taken a hit. My hit in my sanity after trying to understand the assistant manager rules, but also a hit in my team. And I have brought in Salah and Nicholas Jackson. Now, I did keep Haaland until literally now. And to be honest, this week probably isn't even bad for him. He's probably going to score a hat-trick against Man United because vibes, innit? But at the same time, I now finally have the ultimate trifecta of Salah, Palmer and Saka, which I think is just the go-to in FPL right now, probably for the rest of the season, especially with all of their fixtures upcoming. Then I've got in the players that are scoring all the points right now, a Chrissy Wood, even a João Pedro, a Jarrod Bowen, a Saliba. I've got the double Arsenal defence. I got some spicy players. My spicy players being Jacob Greaves, so spicy minus points, nice one. But, you know, although it's not a perfect squad, it's actually a pretty damn... like, the attack is like, oh, yeah, daddy. The defence is like, oh, no, please cry. So maybe if Jacob Greaves, you know, he might not even play, so that's for one. But maybe he'll play, but if he does, you know, you never know what's going to happen there. And then I've got Morgan Rogers to cover any of my attackers. And right now I am going to captain Gold Bummer and a vice-captain, probably Saka, actually. Live transfers, live in the flesh, whoa. But yeah, that's going to be it. I kind of more wanted to chat about the Assman chip. And the reason I left it so late a few days is because... I'm just a casual FPL manager right now, you know. I will say, I'm not taking FPL as seriously as I have at the start of the season. Oh, I mean, in my team I am, but content and overall thinking-wise, I'm not letting it dictate my life. Because essentially, why do I want to spend 5 days of my life talking about a fantasy football chip when, yeah, I can talk about it whenever I want. But at the same time, you know, life's bigger than FPL. That's all I'm saying. So thanks for watching the clickbait video, and thanks for sticking around, and thank you for Assman, because if there's one thing we like about man, it's ass, assistant ass. Thank you very much. Bye now.
Don't be a cheeky scrub. Subscribe to Nathan Bacon right now. Don't let your memes be dreams.